Why is Pride important? And when I ask that, I ask for more than just why the parade or the week your town dedicates to it is important. When I ask why is Pride important, I'm talking about the charities, the grassroots organizations, the events, activities, parades, the fundraisers, etc., that take place during Pride Month. And yes, all of June is Pride Month, not just one week that your town deems it acceptable to hang up a rainbow flag like mine does. Pride Month is all of June, and it's important for a variety of reasons, some of which you guys can probably think off the top of your head. Others may be more complex. And before I delve into why I personally find it important, being only one facet of such a large community, I also asked you guys why you found it important, because while I have a platform to talk about these kind of things without fear of judgment and with the ability to defend myself from people online, I know not everyone who watches me has that. And I didn't want to make this video without also uplifting the voices of other people, both in the community and allies to the community. So, here are some of the reasons why you guys find it important. Pride is important because you get to be with people who are exactly like you, free and happy. It also helps people to realize that it's okay to be who you truly are, even if your friends or family don't approve. There are billions of people who are out there waiting to support whoever needs it. Be happy with yourself and stay true to who you are. Pride is important to me because 76% of my friends fall within the Pride community, and I want to be able to support them. Pride is important to me because, yeah, it's a show of defiance and how we won't go away without a fight, but it's also supposed to be about being accepted and being treated as just a normal human being, which I think has been forgotten recently. Little bit of a funnier one, 'cause Skittles taste even better now. That's from my dad. Pride's important because I like to feel like I belong and that I matter. I love being queer and celebrating it. Also, it pisses off bigots, which is fun. And for glitter butts and to express myself in a safe environment. So, as you can tell, just from a few of you guys, the reasons for why Pride is important to you is quite diverse. Now, here's why it's important to me and just in general. To me, Pride's important because I live in quite a small-ish town, filled with a lot of bigoted people. So Pride is the one month where I get to be just even more myself. In case you aren't aware, I'm very openly trans, and when I'm in public with my boyfriend, we do look like a gay couple, which I guess is correct, however, we both do identify as pansexual. So, I don't really hide my identity ever, which, if you do, is fine. There are a bunch of reasons for why you may still be in the closet or out of the closet, but, you know, being stealth, etc. But Pride Month gives me that extra, I guess, push to just really be myself and be outspoken about why this community is important to me and why events surrounding Pride matter so much to me. And the reason behind that is because although I'm a part of the community, my stepsister and biological sister are also part of the community. I won't dive into their identities because, you know, that's for them and I don't really want to expose them to the internet quite yet. Without their permission, of course. But going to Pride, seeing how happy they are at different events, such as typically the parade, it warms my heart because it shows that we are progressing as a society, and Pride makes it possible for younger generations to realize, possibly sooner, that they're not necessarily straight or cis. It gives them the pride to be able to come out to their family members, or even just to themselves, which is arguably sometimes the hardest thing. It's also important because it's an entire month where I can drag my family to different events that help educate them on the community I'm a part of and of the struggles I face as a trans guy. I mean, they are already pretty aware, being that they're very supportive and have been with me through my journey, but there's just seeing statistics and, you know, other people who maybe come from different backgrounds than I do. It gives them a better idea of what's really going on in the community. And, I mean, they like helping it. So if they can, like, if a lot of events or organizations that go to Pride events, they have different charities you can donate to, or different grassroots organizations you can help support and, you know, spread the word about. And that's important too, because there are a lot of people in the LGBTQA plus community who don't have the resources that others do. I know that for myself, I got very lucky. I come from a middle-class household, and my parents are both white. While they are divorced, though, that doesn't really make a difference for my life. I'm lucky to be able to afford my testosterone and the other medications I need, and to have access to the clinics I need for my endocrinologist, or for top surgery whenever I get that, and for my hysterectomy. I have access to these resources. And Pride gives me the chance to see that other people don't, and it lets me help them as much as I can, because I always try and bring money to Pride events so I can donate, so I can help fund someone else's transition, so I can help get someone out of an abusive household or off of the streets or what have you. And the rest of the year, you don't really hear about those things. I mean, you do if you're a part of certain groups on Facebook, or if you follow certain blogs on Tumblr and Twitter. But for the majority of the time, you don't hear about the homeless youth a part of our community, or a part of the adults being disowned because they realize they're trans. And Pride Month is a month where all of these people can come out of the woodworks and come together and support each other, help each other, and show that we are a community. We do care about each other. And in general, Pride Month is important because it does teach history. A lot of people don't know about the Stonewall riots. I only recently explained them to my mom and how they sparked Pride. A lot of people don't know about the AIDS crisis and what happened, and how many people we lost to that, which sucks. But Pride Month kind of brings that all up, and it teaches the younger generations what they can do to keep moving forward in the movement, and like what kind of action the community's taken in the past and how it's continued forward. And I don't know why I'm getting teary-eyed, but I'm very passionate about this community, and I'm only one person, so I can't do as much as I'd like to, especially because I do live in the small bigoted town, and you know, it is hard, but I have this platform, and I wanted to make this video because Pride Month is really important, and I know it's coming to the end, and I wish I had filmed this sooner, but other things got in the way. But I wish people would learn about our community during more than just Pride Month, and I wish companies and different organizations would care about us during the other 11 months of the year. But they don't, and that sucks. And that's another reason why Pride Month's kind of nice, because you do get different companies talking about us and showing support for us. Even if it is only for 30 or 31 days. It makes a difference to some people just to see that support. So why is Pride important? Because why wouldn't it be? It's the one month of the year that people feel drawn closer together in the community. It's the one month of the year where you can find all the organizations and the charities and the helplines to help other people who are less fortunate than you, who are also part of the community. It's important because it brings my family together, and it allows us to go to different events and be our 100% true selves without judgment from those around us, and those who do judge, well, they don't matter. It's important because it teaches the next generations about the things that our community has suffered, both in past and present, to set precedent for what we may have to face in the future, but also giving the resources so we can combat those if we come up against it. Pride's important for a lot of reasons, and I probably missed some in this video, but I'm, as I've said before, just one person, so it is a little hard to explain how something as big as Pride and why it's so important. But I hope you guys learned something about why it's important to me or other people watching right now, and I hope you share this video and, you know, spread the message that June is Pride Month, regardless as to what religious bigots, straight bigots, etc., say. It is our month, and we deserve it. We've earned it, and we continue to earn it every day that we live as our true selves. Whether that's out and about, out and proud like I am, or just out to yourself. It doesn't matter, you deserve Pride Month. And I sincerely hope that you all had a good Pride Month. I will see you in the next video.